Hello everyone, on TransByDef, this is Katie. Well, I'm having to do things a bit differently than normal for this week's topic, because, well, just a little short reason why. I had an electrical short in my apartment, so all my equipment got fried. So I'm having to do this from the only place I can mount my phone to do this, which is my car. So I decided while I'm on my way home from Christmas shopping, I would do this week's topic, which is our year in review. My year has been interesting to say the least. If you would have told me at the beginning of the year that I would be living as my true self and transition and all that, I would think you're on drugs. So, but yeah, my beginning of the year started out normal, and then after basically almost dying and then losing a brother due to stress-related illness, which put me in the hospital, I decided to say screw it, and I want to live, and I am transitioning. So I started out my year in February, calling therapists, started seeing a therapist in March, got a referral for HRT, started HRT middle of March, and in all this, dealing with my family and everything, because I was married, had kids, the whole 9 yards, house. I still have my kids, but I have them every other week. I miss them quite a bit. But, yeah. Anyways, moving forward, came out to my mom and surrounding family in April. That was fun. Never thought my mom would be accepting, but she was way more accepting than I could have ever imagined. It just really shocked me and basically all my friends that she is accepting as she has been. So, and my whole transition has brought her and I a lot closer than we've ever been, because we were never close at all. We used to fight consistently, to where it would be ugly. We would never be able to stay in the same room. But anyways, yeah, she took it well. My brothers took it exceptionally well. My nieces and nephews, they took it exceptionally well. I had a few friends that kind of, everybody was accepting at first, but yeah, I'll get into that in a minute. But then May came around for my birthday and everything. My now ex-wife made me a birthday cake, a nice pink one with my name on it and everything, with my true name. I hadn't had a birthday cake in years, or a party, since I was probably like 10. So it was really nice and kind of made me very emotional and very grateful. But through all this, also with my kids have been very accepting of my transition. I have my two sons, they're both twins, of course. They're 5, but it was like a month after I came out and everything, they both came up to me and were like, well, Sage, my one son Sage, he came up to me and started that. He came up to me and told me that he likes me a lot better as Katie and don't change back, and gave me a hug and just solidified my transition, that I was doing the right thing. So, and his brother Keaton came in and pretty much did the same thing, and this was out of the blue. So, yeah. Moving forward into June, right at the end of May, that's when my now ex-wife decided to tell me that she wanted to separate. I was kind of shocked, but I wasn't. She had told me long ago that if I transitioned, she wouldn't be with me, and then when I came out and I started the whole process, she basically sat there and was like, oh yeah, I really want to stick through it and everything, and then it turned into, well, we're taking one step at a time, and then she tells me day after my birthday that, yeah, I want to separate, but you're not allowed to tell anyone. So I wasn't able to tell anyone, because she just, not fun, trust me. Dealt with that, came out to my work beginning of June, then, right at the end of June, funny enough, the day I went to go get the paperwork from the courthouse to legally change my name, I came into work, I was there for an hour, and got called in the office, and I was laid off my job, so that sucked. But it also, because when I started transitioning, I had a goal of going full-time in August, anytime between August and December. That's kind of the timeline, and I did that mainly because of work and everything, and I wanted to kind of see how things went while I was working and everything, just to judge that, mainly because of customers and everything, corporate clients and stuff. But after talking with my mom and a few friends and everything, and especially after dealing with going out and basically failing, trying to live as a guy at that point, since I was really pushing forward very strong in my transition, I just basically said screw it, and on July 7th is the day I went full-time. So did that, and also during that time I submitted my background checks and everything for my name change, because North Carolina, I don't know other states, but North Carolina, you have to have an FBI and an SBI background check to legally change your name. So sent that off, and that takes months. In between that, I was trying to figure out what my middle name was going to be. I've known for a long time that I was going to go by Catherine as my legal first name, but I go by Katie. So I had that figured out, and basically I asked my ex and my mom to figure out what my middle name should be. So my ex calls my mom and everything, puts her on speaker and all this stuff, and asks her what she would have named me if I would have been born a girl. So she flat out tells her, and my mom didn't know that I had chose Catherine as my real name that I wanted to be. My mom, without missing a beat, says Catherine Armella Scott, which just had me and my ex kind of flabbergasted, because I didn't know it, that my mom would have named me Catherine. So, and so we told my mom, it's like, she was still in shock. She didn't believe that I chose that and everything. And I said screw it at that point. I was like, well, if I would have been named Catherine, if I would have been born a girl, I'm going to go with the middle name that I would have been given. So that's how I got the middle name Armella, which is also my dad's mother's name, or my grandmother. So, yeah. But moving forward into that, nothing really different. End of August, I got my name legally changed, and on August 24th, I went and got my driver's license with my new legal name, and I got my gender marker changed on my driver's license. Yay! That made me so happy. And it was funny, my mom didn't believe me that I changed my name to Catherine as a first name and everything, and chose that name until I have my physical driver's license. She had seen my court documents and everything, but it didn't really sink in. But when she had my license in her hand, it really got to her, and I still haven't figured out why, but when I handed it to her, she just was at the table and she just started crying. She's never told me why. I asked her if It was because the meaning basically means she's lost her son type deal. And she said no. She said it has nothing to do with that. I don't know. But, yeah, kind of interesting. But, anyways, moving forward, September, nothing really different. That's when my ex decided to let me tell people because, well, middle of July, she started dating somebody. Yeah. While we're still living together and still having to share the same bed because we couldn't afford a separate bed. And, well, since this video is going longer, I'm going to keep driving, even though I could have turned into my apartment. But, yeah, she was dating. That made things very difficult in living situations. So, at that point, finally in middle September, friend got us a bed and gave everything. We had a lot of help from my friends with that, because they even told me, they were like, that's just bad situation. Us sleeping in the same bedroom. And it was very horrible and very depressing. And it was still taking an emotional toll on me because my ex was basically leaving the house all the time and I wasn't able to get out much, and leaving me with the kids, so it just really wore on me and got really, really old. To the point, I did a video on my personal channel called Venting, and my mom commented on it because I decided to, my mom knew something, I had a lot on my mind, I was very upset, and that was kind of towards the middle of October, I did that. Sent her the video. My mom didn't know I had a YouTube channel, she didn't even know what the hell a YouTube channel is, or YouTube in general. So, sent her that, and my mom actually commented on that video. And it's also the first time she had called me her daughter, which was very interesting, because she had never really solidified that she was that accepting of it and recognized me now as her daughter. So that made me very happy. And she made my stepdad watch it, which was interesting because I don't really, he's accepting of my transition, but he doesn't talk to me. I mean, he does, but it's weird. Anyways, after that, they came down to my apartment, or at my house at the time, good lord, that I was living in with my ex. Basically came down when she wasn't home, told me flat out, they wanted me to get out of there, and they're gonna get me an apartment, till I got a job. They're gonna pay my rent and everything, which I'm still in shock over. I mean, here it is December, I still don't have a job, and I'm still in shock that they've done this for me. So, yeah, and it was a quick move. I found a place that I really liked in the area that I wanted to move to, because I wanted to move to an area of Charlotte where nobody knew me. So, did that. He came down, looked at it, liked it, signed the paperwork, paid everything that day, and came down. Didn't even know it. A few days later, I'm at the house, and all of a sudden, he's like, "You're moving today." I'm like, okay. So, moved out very quickly, and then that's how I got my place now, which I am extremely grateful for, again. Then, in November, started dealing with, October basically was trying to get everything at the end just figured out with the custody of my kids and everything. I have them every other week, so it still sucks. You go from having your kids every day and you taking care of them to every other week. It's a tough transition. But in the November, Thanksgiving and everything, yeah, that was interesting. I went to my mom's for Thanksgiving and everything, got all dressed up, shocked my mom because I wore a skirt and everything. It was quite funny. But it was also really nice that Thanksgiving because it was the first year she's ever let me help prepare everything and taught me how to do certain things. And it it was very nice. But in between that, I had friends and my parents and everything telling me, well, you need to start getting out, meeting new people, and possibly dating. So, I did an online profile and everything. Didn't think anything of it. Mainly figured, I'm just going to get creepy people. And I did. But then I got a message from a girl that, yeah, really sweet. And we talked for quite a bit, and it was a little bit after, right after Thanksgiving. We met, went on a date and everything, and just kind of went from there, and I now have a girlfriend, which I never in a million years expected. Well, number one, where I'm at right now, to where I'm living full-time as myself. I'm happy, and I have a girlfriend that truly cares about me, and it's awesome. So, but right now, in December, here it is, I'm still trying to get a job, but it sucks. But, you know, not much else is different, now anyways. I mean, I just literally came from Christmas shopping, late Christmas shopping. Didn't want to go that late, but I had no money, unfortunately, and I'm very upset about that, that I had to wait till last minute and everything, and I still didn't get to get everything I really wanted for my kids, which really sucks, because I want to give my kids the world. I want to give them anything they want. But I didn't get to get them the things I really wanted, which really sucks and still really upsets me, but it is what it is. What can I do? But yeah. Other than that, I mean, my plans are Christmas Eve, go up to my mom's with my kids and everything. My ex has the kids Christmas Day. I might be getting my kids back late Christmas Day. I don't know. I'm just being told new things by my ex. They originally were supposed to come back the day after Christmas, but she changed her plan, so I don't know. But then after that, my ex has the kids the next week during the week of New Year's, so I'm going to be spending New Year's Eve and New Year's Day with my girlfriend. Yay! And this is interesting. I'm just going to bring this up right now. This whole time I am driving in traffic, I haven't once had somebody piss me off in traffic. Oh God, normally I am sitting here cussing like a sailor at people and bobbing and weaving in and out of cars and stuff. So this is quite funny and a rare occasion. Because if you watch videos on my channel to where I have done them in the car before, I cuss like a sailor at people and sit there and joke about bobbing and weaving in and out of traffic. And traffic is pretty bad today, but nobody's really getting to me. I must be in that good of a mood. But anyways, till next week, bye.